Hey folks, this is Max, and welcome to another workflows video. Now, one thing you might have noticed a little bit different is that there is no video bubble, but I think that's cool for this one video. Uh, so what I'm going to show you today is we're going to create a flow based on a template, and I'm going to go over it, kind of set it up and show you how it works. So the template we're going to use is right here. So send a welcome email to a new user of an application. So let's say you have a new employee, they join, and then you assign an application to them, such as Slack, for example. And so you might want to send an email notification, say, hey, you now have access to Slack, or of course it can be any other application. So this template does that. Okay. So let's click on the template, and so there is a description here, and then we'll go and click add template. So it tells you what it's going to add. So when you add a template, it always puts it in a folder, and then this folder, the folder that will create, it has one flow. Right, so let's add template. All right, and so the folder is here, and then this is the flow. Right, so let's open the flow. All right, and so this is how it looks. So the first one, how is this flow invoked, is so user assigned to an application. So when you do that in your Okta organization, when you can assign an application to a user, the event is fired, and then in turn this flow is fired. Right? So there's some notes here, just kind of a comments, just to help you understand what the flow does. Then we get some information from for the user to whom the application was assigned. We get their first name and primary email, and then we put together an email. So this one is sort of hard-coded for workflows, but of course, it can be any other application, and you can also create the email or the text more in runtime, more dynamically. So it's not hard-coded to a specific application. But one thing that's really cool, and actually I didn't know that, is that you can put HTML here, as you can see. And then this one is then the output, this text is then passed to send email, which is a Gmail connector, right? So let me just show you quickly some mappings again. So this is the Okta user, right? And then we also use this to send the email. All right. As always, again, you can switch to flowchart. I like this view again. Just kind of shows you a high-level overview. But let's go back. So one thing I am going to, well, first, sorry, I went too far. So we actually need to connect, well, set connections. Right? So this is a template, so it's not connected to any specific, it's not connected to any specific services. And so we need to add a connection here. So choose a connection. Now I already have an Okta organization, a connection to Okta, so I'm going to use that. All right. And then there are some options that I need to set. And so let's do, so you can do all applications, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a specific application here in this case. So I'm going to do actually Salesforce, right? So again, this is for Salesforce. And then this is the application instance, and I'm going to save. All right. And the other connection is Gmail here. And I have already Gmail innate connection, so I'm going to use that. One thing you want to keep in mind, I think the way this card works is that it has to be a Gmail or a Google Workspace organization. So I don't believe it works with the regular kind of a personal email. So it has to be an organization. So just something to keep in mind. All right, cool. So we got the two connections. Now one thing I'm going to change just to show you. So there's the title here. The subject here is hard-coded, right? And again, that's fine. It's a template. What we can do easily is go back or scroll down here a little bit and see application, and then we have display name. So this is actually going to say salesforce.com, and then we can take it and slowly take it to the side here and do this. All right. So again, for your particular case, you would customize here. You would customize the email, and again, this is just a template. Cool. I think we're ready to test. Let's save. All right, and let's go back. So again, once user is assigned, and again, I'm using Salesforce, so very specific here, but you can do all applications. We read some information from that user, or so yeah, we get information from the user, then we put together the email text. You can see the first name is here, and then we send the email. All right. All right, let's turn this flow on. And let's go to flow history. Now it's empty, of course. Now I'm going to go to my organization, and I've got 4 users here. And I'm actually going to click on myself. And I'm going to go assign application, and then assign, and done. And I'm going to go back here. And let's see if it fires. Oh, here we go. It actually fired. Let me click on that. So we can see the event was fired, and we can see that that's my first name here, my email, and then this is the text, and then this is the email that was sent. And we can see it says Salesforce, right? So this is the one, this is the mapping that we set up. So I think that's it. That's kind of what I wanted to show you. So again, there are a lot of different templates. This is just, of course, one of the templates. It just gives you a starting point, and you can configure, you can modify, just make changes, break it, fix it, really up to you. But this is just a neat workflow that, again, can send an email. I mean, you can send a text message as well, for example, using Twilio. You can send the message to Slack. So there are many options here. But again, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time.